Hey everybody, how are you? So I'm back again. I posted a video already showing some of the really shocking and deplorable tweets that were all over Twitter, courtesy of a account by the name of X. And this account X, which now I know the person behind it is Kybella, who was a beezer for Shantal for a long time. Apparently, Kybella was in contact with Salah for a while, gathered a bunch of screenshots and video clips of things being said back and forth between them. And as I said, they are quite shocking and just disturbing, very disturbing. So that happened. And Foodie did a live, and I watched a great portion of the live, and she didn't even try to make excuses for Salah. She didn't try to do damage control. She was angry. She was upset. She was just raging against Salah, not full strength though. And I will confess that while watching the live, I was just sitting there thinking, this feels a lot like when she was with Natter and she got upset with Natter, because I noticed even with Natter that she didn't go full strength or full tilt. She did not go the full distance with getting angry at Natter. There was always an invisible line about that she would not cross. And the same could be said about Natter to Shantal. They get mad, they complain against each other, but they won't, go fully out for blood. So Shantal in her live that I'm gonna be reacting to, she said something that was quite telling. She said, "I don't want to embarrass him." Now, Shantal, if this is your husband and it's been revealed that he betrayed you with someone, with a beezer, with another woman, why wouldn't you want to embarrass him? You're always talking about how you're an Aries and you're wrathful. So where is the full strength of your wrath? Especially considering that this is a man that you gave up everything for, that you've paid extreme amounts of money to. Where is the full strength of your wrath? Why are you holding back? It kind of points in the direction of there might be a reconciliation later. So in the first video that I posted, a lot of you in the comments, you were saying all of this feels fake, all of this feels phony, it feels planned. And I have to agree with a lot of you. A lot of it feels very planned, because a lot of people have been saying that Shantal's content is boring. They can't watch it anymore. And I certainly understand why. So isn't it a coincidence that at the same time that people are saying it's boring and they can't watch and they're longing for some drama, voila, some drama happens. But my question to that, the one thing that makes me just stop and pause for a minute, is if all they wanted was drama and exposure for both their channels and views and so forth, if everything was set up, why would the messages be so dark and disgusting? I mean, because things really didn't have to go that far. It could have been just sexy, normal, G-rated messages between Salah and this female, and that's all that we needed in girl world. But the things that were discussed in those messages were absolutely disgusting. There was talk of the R word. Salah saying he wanted to R word this female. There was talk of defecation. There was talk of religious uh, degradation. It didn't have to go that far. Why go that far? That was really unnecessary. And if everything was planned, because of all the things that were said in those messages, it's pushed Shantal into that corner of, like, this is a place you can't come back from, and neither can he. But we've all seen with Shantal before that a man could do the most horrible of things to Shantal. There's never going to be a point where she just lets go and says, that's enough, I'm done. Like, there's a good chance that Shantal will reconcile with Salah and just keep it going back and forth the way she did with Natter. But for now, she's upset and she's going to tell us all about it in her live. So why don't we just get started with that? And I don't even know if I can monetize this video because right off the bat, she starts dropping F bombs, and YouTube has a problem with that. Even if you're a reactor and you're not saying the F bombs in YouTube's eyes, it does not matter. If there's an F bomb being dropped, they take note of it. But I'm going to react to it anyway. I don't care. So let's just see what Shantal has to say in this live. And I'll give my thoughts, and I look forward to all of you giving your thoughts in the comment section. So let's do this, shall we? She's in the car. All right, let's back it all the way back. I want all of it. I want all of it because I'm a reactor that's been dealing with Shantal for over a year, being boring over in Kuwait, her and those boring mukbangs and the blue couch. Doggone it. I earned this, and so did all of you. We put up with a year of boredom. We earned this. And I'm going to take it because I'm here for dessert, like I said, and I've got a sweet tooth. So let's just do this doggone thing, shall we?
What you've been waiting for all your lives.
Oh, before she gets started, something of note. So I was just on Twitter, and this person, Kai Bella X, she posted a video clip of herself, what she looks like. Y'all want to hear this? She's a blonde. Not bleach blonde, but still blonde. Isn't that something? And then what the card said? The Empress came through. We wished that into existence. Yay, us. Let's go.
I don't even think I can do this. Well, it's over. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Now, can I just say something real quick, please? If I were a woman who was a wife and I just found out that my husband was talking all kinds of racy stuff with another female, someone that I loved and I cared for was saying all kinds of dirty stuff to somebody else, I would be torn up, heartbroken, not in the mood to have a camera in my face. I would take a few days and like get myself together before I came back on YouTube. Not Shantal. No, she's like, my tears are profitable. I'm going to get on camera and cry. See, this is the problem with you, Shantal. You say you want a private life. Why couldn't you just take some time and get yourself together? And then you have the nerve to rage about, you guys are into my business too much. Well, you put us in your business. You're here right now doing this live when you should be getting yourself together, but you're on and you're crying and you're going to talk to people, I guess.
You know what's funny?
Why is somebody bringing up Erie pepperoni? Hold on, did I miss something? Hold up.
I don't even think I can do this. Well, it's over. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, Monkey, why are you bringing up Erie pepperoni? Why? Anyway, let's go.
You know what's funny? He wanted me to protect him and not go live and say that it was him. I'm not gonna talk about anything about our private relationship, but why the fuck can you? Well, you know when you can't talk. Why would I protect you when you've done nothing but like fucking kill me? Oh God, he fucking cheated on me. He admitted it today. He was talking to in a sexual way with K Bella. Fucking K Bella, you're a trashy whore. I hope you know that. And what you did will come back to you 1,000. You'll never find love. You'll never find a man. Yeah, what the fuck? Thank you so much. Oh, he just messaged me that. Good. You deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve more than that. Oh, he's mad that I'm outing him. I'm never, ever, ever, fuck men. I'm done. I'm done.
You know, while she's going off, let's just stop her for a minute. Now, something interesting. Allah did say, and take this with a grain of salt, but Allah did say that the agreement between Shantal and Salah was for 1 year. So the year is over. And we all knew that this Kuwait arc would end somehow. And we all speculated with our theories that, you know, something would happen that would bring this whole thing to a close. That for some reason they would break apart and it would be officially over. And so here we are. And that's why we're all suspicious, you know? We're all very suspicious right now. Like this whole thing might be planned. But again, the question mark in my head is, if it were planned, why were the messages that revealed so disgusting? If you're scripting something and you're planning something, why go that far? That's just nasty. That's just absolutely nasty. All the talk about defecation and grape and all of that, why go that far? It didn't have to go that far. That's why I'm questioning, is it real or is it not real? Now, we all know that Shantal, she needs views for her channel. There might be a possibility they're still working together. And by this happening, he might get some extra views. I mean, who knows where this is going to lead? Like him getting on his channel and talking about Shantal, don't know. But if this is in any way real at all, then wrathful Shantal is coming out and she's going to speak about him. Unless there's a reconciliation, and then she'll shut her mouth. We've been through this before with her and Natter. You know, she would get mad at him and put him on blast. And then when they were good again, she'd stay quiet. This feels kind of like a repeat of that, just a different person.
And I'm never, ever. Oh, Kuwait arc is over.
Yay! Yay! Everybody celebrate. It's over. It's over. I'm so happy about that. We won't have to see the blue couch ever again. We won't have to see the curtains ever again. We won't have to see Salah ever again and hear that awful laugh. There's a lot of things that we won't have to see ever again because of that. The monotony of it all. Bored to death. I'm glad it's over. One way or the other, I'm glad it's over. Let's move on now. Let's move all the way on.
I don't even believe in God right now. Why am I wearing a fucking hijab? I don't believe in anything anymore. And he says he didn't cheat. Sorry, babe. It was just, I have to tell you, I hate myself right now. I can't believe it. Please don't tell. It was only this once. Yeah, sure.
Fuck. But the thing is, she didn't have to tell us. It's all over Twitter. Twitter was set on fire with all of the tweets and video clips, one after the other. We already knew. It's just like she's confirming it for us. That's all she's doing. She's not on camera saying it's fake, it's phony, blah, blah, blah. That's something she would do. But she's coming on camera and saying, yes, the tweets are real. Yes, he was talking to an ex-beezer, calling that woman a WHORE. But here's something for you, Shantal. Of course you're going after the woman because that's easy, to go after the woman and call that woman names. But here's something to think about. That woman was not married to you, not in a relationship with you. Salah was in a relationship with you, allegedly. So the person that should have been true and faithful was him. And if it truly was your husband, it wouldn't matter if there were a million girls in his DMs or on Instagram trying to talk to him. He would turn them all down. He certainly would have been sending out the messages that he did and sending out pictures of his private parts and saying all the suggestive stuff that he did. You're a coward. You're going after the wrong person. You're going after her and not really so much him. You're mad at him, but you're not releasing 1,000% of your full wrath, the wrath that you claim to have. So yeah, you could be mad at Kai Bella. You could be mad at Salah, but Salah is the one you should be the most angry at because he was the one involved with you. But you don't want to get really mad at Salah because you care about him and there's a part of you that's still hoping that there's something there. And because you're hoping that there's something there and there's some chance, you're not going to release your full wrath because that's the way you acted with Natter. Another man you said that you were addicted to, the way that you claim that you're addicted to Salah. So get your mind right. Kai Bella wasn't the one you were involved with. It was Salah. So if you're going to get mad at somebody, get mad at him first. Because if he were a real husband, he would have been talking to her like that.
You see this finger? Shove it up your fucking hairy ass. Like, what the fuck? A beezer pays attention to you and you do that?
Yeah, and I also recall that he was encouraging the beezers to talk to him, to contact him. How many beezers and how many women was he talking to behind her back? There might have been more than just one. It's just that we're finding out about the just one, but how many others were there? Where there's one, there's usually more, Shantal. Much more.
You're disgusting. Don't fucking call me. Don't fucking call me. Don't ever talk to me. Oh my god. So it's over. Like, who the fuck does that? Who, number one, goes to somebody who's married and tries to taunt them? And apparently, his caveat. But I said I would never leave you and I love you. Yeah, fuck you. That's what you can do with your apology. Oh my god.
You know what this is? This has less to do with a broken heart and it has to do more with her broken pride. She's a narcissist. She's got a huge ego. She is more humiliated and embarrassed that everybody told her about Salah and we're right. We were right the entire time. This has more to do with that than I'm heartbroken, he doesn't love me. It's her pride that's bruised right now and she just doesn't know how to deal.
For me, I know I cheated in the past. And trust me, I learned my lesson. I felt like such a fucking piece of shit. Like, I hope you feel like now.
You know what, though? Yes, you were a cheater. You cheated on Pete, and then you turned around and you cheated on BB. You cheated on two men, two good men that loved you, that cared about you. And saying, I'm sorry, doesn't cover all the damage, doesn't make it better. When you're with a person and they love you and you decide to go out and spread your legs for another man, like, there's no more trust. You've emotionally just decimated whoever you're with. You can't get over the betrayal. So you cheated on Pete. You cheated on BB. And on top of that, as I remember, weren't you seeing a married man? Yeah, you were. You were seeing a married man. His wife was in another country. And you said, that's okay. It's an arranged marriage. They don't love each other. He doesn't love her, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay. You justified you're wrong. So you did wrong to two men, and then you did wrong to a woman you didn't even know by sleeping with her man. What's going on right now is karma, Shantal. By saying, I was a cheater and I'm sorry for what I did. Karma don't care. Karma comes when it does, and it does what it does, and there's no stopping it. So if this thing is real, if you're getting some of your karma checks cashed, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I'll listen to it with a big smile on my face. See? Take your medicine, Shantal. Big bottle of it. Swallow it. I know the taste will be bitter, but just do it. You've earned it.
And not just that, I never cheated since. I would never do it. Because you know what? The worst thing is you feel like you don't know the person that you were with for so long. Like how they could consciously do something like that and not, it wouldn't tear them up inside. You're more worried about your reputation of you and your family. Fuck that! I don't give a shit! Fuck, why would I give a shit? I'll get over you. Don't worry about it. Like, you ruined our family. You ruined our family for what? Oh, it wasn't any video. It was just, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even want to know your deviant shit. I hope fucking Allah curses you.
But wait a minute. She says, I don't even know what you said. So how do you know what was said to do a live and be this upset unless you've seen part of it, unless you know part of it? I think you know, and you've seen a lot more than you're letting on. Because some of that stuff was just outright disgusting, Shantal. Disgusting. So if Salah is worried about his reputation with his family, I don't think cheating on you would ruin his reputation with his family. But those text messages back and forth talking about grape, talking about defecation, that would probably do more damage to his reputation than cheating on you.
I hate men because you know what? Yeah, there's good men, and I hate to generalize and be sexist, but track record shows. I mean, I cheated, I know, but I'm just done. I'm done. Like, I don't want that stress. Like, that's one thing when you're in a relationship.
One thing. So I know what some of the beaters are going to tell her to make her feel better. They're going to tell Foodie, you deserve better. My argument is, why? Why does she deserve better? Why does she deserve a good man at all right now? She really doesn't. She had good men in her life. She treated them like trash. She ruined both of them, especially Pete's. And Pete's is not my favorite person, okay? He's a jerk, especially for the way he treated BBJ. That was just unexcusable. But Pete's really loved her. And even while she was with BB, he was giving her money. And one of the main reasons why Pete and Shantal moved in together in the villa was because Shantal had her bankruptcies. And so therefore she used Pete's and his good credit to get into the villa. And when she left him with a big bill for damages to the villa that she caused. So twice she has effectively ruined Pete's life, made him start over. BB was the smarter one. He good man, good job, good salary, decent dude. And he saw what a mess she was and he kicked her to the curb. But before he did, she caused some damage to him too. You know, the place being infested with cockroaches. He couldn't get rid of her for the longest. And often Shantal would throw BB into Natter's face just to try to make him jealous, keeping her stuff over at BB's place just so she could bug him. And even during times when she was with Natter, she was calling BB on the phone and bothering him with all of her messy business. She doesn't deserve a good man. If she had the best man for her in front of her right now, she wouldn't know how to treat him. She doesn't know what real love is. She's content with fake love. She would drive that poor man crazy. She would suffocate him and suck the air out of the room that he was standing in. Until she learns to love herself, she cannot healthily love another person. Like attracts like. Trash attracts more trash. And considering her track record of the people that she's chosen the last few years, it shows you what a horrible person she is, because she attracts the horrible. That's because that's what she deserves. That's what level she's on right now. So maybe life knows what it's doing by keeping the good men who don't deserve to be hurt away from her.
And Chibi, always have to worry about, is my partner being a fucking loser? Yes, they most often are. I'd rather be alone. And I said to him at the beginning of our relationship, I said, if you just don't cheat, if you fall out of love or whatever your fucking issue is, be honest and just leave me.
But you don't allow for that, though. You do not allow for a man to walk away freely. You are not that person, Shantal. You're not. You are not that woman that can say, hey, you, whoever you are, we're in a relationship and it's not working out. So how do we just end it right now? Agree to disagree. You take your stuff, I take my stuff. We go our separate ways. Maybe we can be friends and still have coffee. You're not that person. You are too emotionally, mentally immature. You do not have emotional intelligence to know how to deal with things responsibly and maturely. You think like a teenager. You don't let men go because you look at them as possessions. Once they are yours, they always belong to you. You look at them as objects that once you pay for them, that's it. You don't let them go until they run out of resources or money or use for you. And then when there's nothing else for you to take and there's nothing more for them to give you, that's when you let them go, not before then. So saying right now, like trying to come off with this, I'm a reasonable person and I would have let you go if you wanted to go. I don't believe that. Oh no, not at all. Nope, not believing it.
No, I would never leave you. I love you. No, you don't. You don't love me. You don't. And that's obvious now for sure. Like, people were right about you. That's the other worst part.
And there again, that's her narcissistic ego. That's what she's crying the most about. Not her broken heart because she doesn't have one. It's about her pride. Her ego's taken a hit. She's torn up about it. Narcs hate when the truth comes out. They hate for other people to be right and to be proved right because they think they're always right. It's not about your heart. It's about your pride, Shantal.
Fuck this, man. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. Oh. I know. Cheated with a beast. Can you fucking imagine? Like, I don't think my life, like, oh no, it could get worse. I can't jinx it because it's on a roll. What kind of trashy, attention-seeking whore are you, Kay Bella? You are fucking ugly on top of that. So fuck you. Like, you ruined our family for her? You're a piece of shit and I fucking hate you and you deserve every bit of this rage up your fucking ass.
You know that's got to hurt. Because wasn't Dee Dee a beezer? She was. We all know how that turned out. Dee Dee was all up in Shantal's chat. And Shantal made the fateful decision to put Natter on YouTube and give him a channel and expose him to everybody. Had she not done that and just kept Natter in the background, Dee Dee would not have known nor talked to Natter. And it ended up that Dee Dee ended up with Natter, the one person that I feel she still wants to be with. She still wants to be with Natter. That is her one true love. That is her match. So here we are again, round 2. Different guy. Got seduced by a beezer. When you gonna learn, Shantal? You can't put your men on the internet, girl. Can't do it.
Sorry, I can't read bees right now. Oh my god. Just for validation. Oh, Foodie Beauty's like, yeah, and my husband fucking fell for it. I'm pawning my, you know what? I'm fucking auctioning my fucking wedding ring. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I hate you. I literally fucking hate.
Listen, can I ask y'all something? Who in the world has a breakdown in front of a camera? Like, if your world is spinning around you, like you're just emotionally, you're just obliterated. Why would you get in front of a camera? She keeps looking at the camera like, how many people are in here? Girl, if the heartbreak were 1,000% real, you wouldn't care about that camera. You'd be a mess right now, like an absolute mess. But you keep looking at that camera. It's making me suspicious. I'm looking at you. Things are looking funky.
I hate you. I don't know you. How can I hate you? I don't even fucking know you. You're a lie. You're a cheater. Oh my god, I fucking hate cheaters. I hated myself when I cheated. And I hate you now.
You hated yourself when you cheated, yet you did it to 2 different men. And you slept with a married man. So I guess the hate didn't run that deep because you kept repeating the same behaviors with different people.
And I'm over. I'm done. It's never. I can never be with a cheater. That's the end for me. Like, everyone has their straw. Some people can forgive cheating. And by the grace of God, BB forgave me when I cheated on him. But it was never the same. It was never the same. And I still have guilt about that. But you know what the fucked up thing is? I loved him. I was so in love with him, and I died when he threatened to break up with me when I cheated on him. And I hope you're going through that now.
Wait. You were so in love with BB. Shantal, I've been watching you a long time. Okay, and I've gone back to some of your older videos. Your behavior with BB was the same behavior that you show with Pete, and then Natter, and then Salah. You have a pattern with men. You're in love with the idea of being in love and being in a relationship, although you don't know what true love is, and you're not interested to learn. You don't want true love, because true love is not just the emotion of love. It is connection, but it is also trust and honesty. And whoever you're with, whether it's a friend or a boyfriend or a husband, there's the power that each person can be honest with each other. You don't want honesty. You don't want someone around that will call you on your nonsense, that refuses to co-sign on it. You want fake love, because fake love is enabling. That will just go along with the program no matter what it is, no matter how harmful it is. That's why you prefer the fake love, because fake love means you don't have to change. You don't have to better yourself. You don't have to hear any criticism from somebody who might care about you and say, hey, Shantal, you're hurting yourself. Maybe you should stop. Hey, Shantal, you need inpatient. Maybe you should go. That's something that real love would do, would give you that honesty to help you better improve as a person and heal yourself. You don't want to be healed. You want to continue hurting. So you reach for the fake love and the people who give it to you, and that's enough. You create your own world, and your world has been just built on fantasy and illusion. Well, all illusions break at some point. And if you are rating in a certain kind of energy, you're going to attract people of the same. If you're desperate and thirsty as a woman, that you're looking for an identity, you're looking for who am I, and you don't have your own identity, people are out there will pick up on it. They'll see how thirsty you are and offer you a glass of water. They'll figure you out, figure out how to use you. But don't think I feel sorry for you in that respect, because in turn, you are a predator. You always have been. Always looking around for men that are hurting financially, trying to exploit it for your own gain. Yeah. So the predator got played again. Karma. That's all I can say is karma.
So, like, yeah, I can't deal with relationships. I don't know why I get into them back to back like that after I haven't even healed from the previous one.
Because you're an idiot. Because Chantal, there's a name for it. It's called rebound. When you jump from one relationship into another, that's called rebound, and rebounds never work. How can you fully love a person and be at 100% power if you go into a new relationship at, say, 25% or 50% power? You can't. If you're broken, how can you get into a relationship and give your all? You go into relationships as a broken doll, and you look for the new man to fix all of your broken parts. And mama, there's just far too many. You've got far too many issues. Going into a relationship with all of your issues and all of your baggage, it's not that person's responsibility or goal in life to fix all of you. It's your responsibility. That's where you're messing up. And a lot of people, they rebound because when you end a relationship, you have to grieve the loss of the person who's no longer there. And it's a hard time. And you don't like feeling uncomfortable. So you jump from one man to the next to avoid that uncomfortable pain, to avoid grieving. And what you end up doing is creating a whole new set of problems. And the cycle will continue until you break it and you improve yourself and you get your own independence and you're happy just with you and knowing who you are. But you don't know how to do that. You're so lacking in identity, you look towards a man to be your identity. You also like to feel superior to single women by saying, "Where's your man?" Well, where's yours? Apparently, he was in somebody's DMs talking dirty. I guess all that time he spends in Kuwait, scrolling through his phone, texting him constantly, all that control wasn't enough. I told you, didn't I tell you, that if a man wants to do the dirty, he'll find a place, a time, a person, and an opportunity? Didn't I say that? I did say that. Should have listened. I wasn't lying to you, but you've been lying to yourself. And now you're finding out.
Like, I can't deal with these emotions, like, and being let down, and like, I'm just not, I can't mentally deal with that. Thanks, guys. I know, Black Cillian. I know this is the internet, and I know people are going to be eating it up.
Yep.
But that's, you know what? I don't care. I don't want, you know what? I don't want to talk to like people in real. Like, I talked to my mom. I just broke down in front of her when he wrote that. I'm just like, babe, I hate myself. I have something to tell you. And I was like, what? It can't be cheating. It's just going to be like, you know how sometimes you joke with your partner, like, I have something serious to tell you. You're going to hate me. And then you say, I love you. No, it was something bad. I'm respectful of our privacy until you fuck me over and ruin my life. Then you can go fuck yourself. That's on you.
And that's what we've been telling you, Salah. We've been warning you, bro. We put out the warning bells. Did you hear them? Did you hear them jingle? We told you about this part of Shantal. Everybody said it. That when she's good with you, she's good with you. But if you break her heart, if you talk to another woman, you dare betray her, she'll get wrathful and she will blast you on her channel. And that's exactly what she's doing. So were we wrong about that? Nope. Nope. But you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to wait. I am going to wait because if this pans out the way that it did with Natter, I've seen Shantal rage. I know her wrath. And if her wrath only goes to a certain point, if it stops at a line and goes no further, I'm going to be side-eyeing her. Because when you're done with somebody, you're done. You burn all the bridges and there's no way to go back. But if you hit that line and there's one bridge left, that means there's a chance you'll cross it again and you'll go right back to what you shouldn't go back to. So I'm going to be waiting for the coming days to see how she handles this. Or if there's going to be talk of a reconciliation with Salah. Although if she does that, she's going to make herself look even more bad because of the things that were said in those messages were just horrible. Talking about grape. He's got grape fantasies and pooping on people. I mean, it was a lot. It was so bad. It was so bad. Like, why would you want to be with a guy that A, broke your heart and has all these dark, nasty fantasies that everybody knows about now? Only Shantal, that's who.
Anyway. I'm not talking about our private life. I'm just saying what happened. This part, yes, I am. Because you deserve this.
And I have to wonder by her saying that, was that like a subtle warning shot, a warning threat of, I'm going this far, but don't push me. Don't come out and blast me because I'll blast you further. That what she said right there. I'm talking about her private life a little bit, but I'm not going to go further than that for now. I think that was a warning to him to keep his mouth shut about what he possibly knows.
Next thing, he'll be on hater channels, telling them all about our life. Watch.
No, he's not welcome on the reaction channels. He's not going to be on panel with anybody. No one is interested in talking with him. Nobody is interested in siding with him. He's as scummy as you. Now, we'll talk about what he says, but we're not going to feature him. He's not going to be anybody's friend over here. He can't sit with us. He really, really can't. What we want is for him to go away Just go away. Go away, Salah. You're boring. You know, just go. He's not welcome here, though. He can go.
You're not like anyone else. I have freedom of speech now in Canada. Yeah, I can say the F word all I want. Thank you, dear God. Oh. If he was caught cheating online, he's probably caught cheating. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you can't be with someone after that. Like, it can't be the same. How the fuck do you don't, I don't even know him. That's not the person I married. Like, or maybe it was and he just hit it. Like, I can't deal with this shit. I just want to be alone and be in peace and live out the rest of my miserable life alone and bitter.
Okay, let me say something right here. So if you have a husband and a wife, if you're married to somebody, wouldn't you want to share your sexual thoughts and sexual fantasies with the person that you're married to? She says she did not know about this dark sexual side to Salah. But somebody else, he felt free to say those things, but not you. Does that confirm that the two of you were not sexual in any way? Kind of sounds like it. Really, it does. Because if you're going to share anything sexual, it should be with your wife. No? Yeah. I mean, if you're going to get sexual with anybody, it should be the one you're with, not somebody else on the internet. But he felt free to be provocative and sexual with somebody that's not there versus you. Told you, Shantal, there's no chemistry. There's no connection. If he was connected to you, he would have gone to you for those things, not somebody else in your audience. That part of you that you wanted from him so bad, he gave to somebody else. Funny.
I don't give a shit anymore about anything about that stuff.
So, Miss Control Freak. Yeah, you. You over there crying in your Kia. All that time you spent patrolling his phone, scrolling through his messages, looking through everything. All that time you spent scrolling and texting him when he left the house, trying to control his every move. All that time you spent in his gamer chat. I even hate to use that term with him because he's not a real gamer. He's a filthy casual. All that control that you tried to exert over him, it just didn't work, did it? Obviously not. He found a person. He found a time. He found an opportunity. It happened anyway. Lesson learned, huh? That even as big of a control freak as you are, he still did the dirty with somebody else. Someone that didn't pay him $9,000 or get him a car or a laptop or a new phone. They got all that for free. How do you feel about that? Comments?
Anyway, it's over. You're better off without him. He said disgusting and depraved things. He doesn't respect women. What do you mean? You guys saw the conversation?
Yep. And it was bad. It was real bad.
No, I didn't let him poop and pee on me. What the fuck?
Okay. Warning. warning, I got to say something. That's true. Shantal has I'm going to say this politely, as unoffensively as I can. Shantal has a poop fetish. She even said so. Long ago, she wanted a statue made out of poop. Yeah, that happened. Also, when she was with Natter, she confessed that she liked to poop out in the woods. It was so freeing. She does have a poop fetish. Okay. And then there's Natter, and he had some depraved fetishes, uh, fascination with the disgusting. And isn't it something that she's got certain fetishes? And Natter had certain fetishes, and it would seem that Salah has those same fetishes. So, is it fate? Is it coincidence, Chantal, that you ended up with two men who had similar fetishes? Dark fantasies? Is it coincidence? I don't know. I don't know, girl. Kind of weird. You're over there claiming you didn't know about him, but I just wonder what you were doing with him.
I haven't seen the combos. I don't want to look at them. Why would I want to look at that? He admitted it, so I believe him. So, thanks for those of you who are here being nice, but
I mean, just as a reminder, let's not forget what Chantal said about Salah, that she wanted him to kidnap her. That was one of her fantasies, to kidnap her. Really dark, like I said.
asked her to fly to Kuwait before you got back. Are you fucking serious? Oh, nice. Yeah. Whatever. You disgust me. You're a disgusting human. You're not a Muslim. You're fucking fake. Fake ass fuck. You deserve everything. Oh well, wasn't meant to be, I guess.
You know, I have to wonder. Chantal just got paid on the 22nd. I have to wonder if Salah got a final paycheck before all this broke. Like he got the money in the bank and then all this, got exposed. That has to hurt too. That she spent money on a man that turned around and he was doing some red room stuff online.
Applebee's. Oh my god, Applebee's. Make me laugh, please. He did say that? That's disgusting. You're a fucking idiot. Oh my god, you're an idiot. It's so over. Well, I learned my lesson last time with Natterd. Don't cry over a piece of shit for too long. Let's bees.
Yeah, but you did. And isn't it funny that Natter, okay, at the same time that Chantal was coming back to Canada, isn't it funny that Natter threw, I guess, a privacy complaint at FFG right about the same time? Is that coincidence? It just seems, everything just seems to line up a little bit. Natter went after FFG at the same time Chantal's coming back from Kuwait to Canada. Also, Natter popped up with $500 in new groceries and edibles, possibly a reward for services rendered for causing problems for FFG. Don't know, but it just seems kind of weird. It kind of sounds like she's still in contact with Natter. Honestly, Chantal, if you're going to have a sugar baby, Natter would be physical with you. Salah obviously wasn't being physical. It's not Salah. Natter is an awful human being. But you are determined to have a sugar baby somewhere. So wouldn't it make sense to have a sugar baby in the place where you live versus thousands of miles away, considering the fact that your health is so bad you can't travel anymore? And let's face it, Salah was just a replacement for Natter. You know, in my opinion, and I'm just putting this out there, I think she brought on Salah as a way to make Natter jealous. And if Natter had made one phone call to Foodie right before she left, she would have turned around and went to his house versus going to Kuwait. But because Natter did not make that phone call and just let her go, she had pushed things to a point where there was no going back. She had to follow through with it. And when she got to Kuwait and everybody was saying, you guys aren't really married, you're not really in love, her being the defiant person that she is, you know, it's more important to her to prove us wrong or act like we're wrong than taking care of herself. So she stuck with this whole thing for a year, even though none of it made sense. And it hurt her and it hurt her channel. Like her pride is more important to her than her health. But her one true love, her one true obsession has always been Natter. So I'm wondering if now that Salah is allegedly out of the picture, you're going to be seeing Natter again, Shantal? You already bought him groceries. Might as well.
He's boring and dull. Thanks, Black Stallion. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of you liked him, and it's disappointing. You insult me in front of people. Yeah, I am insulting you in front of people. You don't think you deserve that after what you did? Like, this is the thing. People get outed for their disgusting behavior, and then they fucking cry about it. Like, what? Thanks, Golden Girl. I don't want any more husbands ever. I don't trust another human in my life. So, you don't even care that I'm hurt. You just care about your fucking reputation. One that you ruined. You ruined, just like Nattard, blaming me for ruining. He wasn't completely honest with you. He talked to her for a long time and invited her to stay. Really? You fucking piece of shit. You're not a man. You're a miskeen. You're a boy. You're a boy. You know why? Because boys treat women that way, not men. If there's any fucking men in this world. You don't give a shit about me. You fucking liar. I hate you so bad. Go with her. See how long your fucking life lasts. She can't even afford a fucking membership sometimes. And she's a piece of trash. Sorry. I'm never. Fuck this shit. I'm going to Cuba. Fucking fuck you. And I'm farting on camera again.
Okay, like I'm stopping it here, freeze frame. You guys can see the super chat saying he came clean because he was exposed. There's screenshots, pics, and voice messages out there. He said he wanted to grape, pee, and poop on a woman. Yeah, and this was the man that Chantal was with, the one that she loved so much, the one that she called her handsomest man. Sounds more like a sick, deranged man to me. This was the one that you fell in love with. This is proof positive, Chantal, that your judgment is not good. It is not good when it comes to men. You see a halfway decent looking guy and you get obsessed and then addicted to that man to the point where it makes you stupid.
And I don't give a shit what you say. He came clean because he was exposed. There's screenshots, pics, and voice messages.
Yep, I saw
He
him.
wanted to rape, pee, and poo on women. What? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know him. I don't know him. Like, I don't. Oh my god. Like, you just start thinking about everything you did with this person and they're living a whole other kind of Ugh. Like, I would be married. I would spend the rest of my life with this person who, you know, in the movies, like the husband and wife is like they have this like picture perfect relationship, and then like the husband has some weird, or the wife has some weird fucking dark, disgusting fetish.
Ma'am, I've heard some things about you, and I've seen some things about you. You have some dark fetishes too. It's not just him. He's not alone in this. You got him too.
It's over anyway. That's a part of him that he like. It might be just who he is, and I can't fulfill that. I'm so not into that shit anymore. I'm 39. I'm
Wait,
fucking
what?
done.
Back it up. What'd you just say? What'd you just say? Let's back up.
Who he is, and I can't fulfill that. I'm so not into that shit anymore. I'm 39. I'm fucking diabetic, and I'm not into fucking weird fetishes anymore.
I'm not into that anymore. Oh, that was telling. What she should have said was, I am not into that, versus I am not into that anymore. So you're admitting you were into that stuff, because nobody who is not into something says, I'm not into that anymore. Like you were once into it, but you're not doing it any longer. Thank you for admitting some truth right there.
More. That's disgusting. Well, there you go, K Bella. That's what you deserve to be, is fucking toilet. That's so flattering. So you have a fetish by degrading women. Then that's what you. That's disgusting. I hate that shit.
And you, ma'am, I am convinced 1,000% you have a degradation, humiliation fetish. I saw that live stream you did with Natter. I will never forget it. Where he got mad at you and he puts you in front of the camera and you were wearing the horse blanket and he was berating you on camera. And I watched your face. Your face was red. You had that slow, labored breathing. You were turned on. Sitting there squirming in your seat, you were turned on. You were not hot fire angry. You were turned on. You were getting off on it. Yes, you were. So you got some dark fantasies, girls. Stop denying it. Live in truth. Stop denying it.
You can go to hell. I'm not moving on. So all this time, you fucking were talking to this person and invited them there. Where? Where? Like, what? You're an idiot. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is how manipulative they are. And this is how, like, I feel crazy. Like, what? Like, when? Oh, my God. There's always time. There's always. You're such a liar. You deserve everything. I hope you get shamed for eternity. Fuck you only one time, my ass. My ass. There's screenshots of you talking about them for a long time.
But I thought you just said you didn't know. But okay.
I hope it was worth it. It was Kay Bella, yeah. Yeah. She's a desperate whore.
Ma'am, I don't know Kay Bella. Don't want to know her. She's an ex-beezer. But you over there talking about other women being desperate. But weren't you the one that went looking online for a husband? And within 2 days of talking to Salah, you were in love and you're getting married. How desperate do you have to be that you're going to move things that fast, that you want something that serious without knowing the person? That is desperation. Going back away from Salah, back to Natter, I mean, the things you did for Natter just to get his attention, the money you paid him, the groceries you bought, desperate. You were so desperate for Natter's attention that even though you didn't want Dee Dee in the picture, the three of you had a threesome situation twice. Not once, twice. Oh, it was so horrible, you said. So awful, but it happened twice. Yeah, because you want to be next to Natter. So you're no one to be putting down anybody for being desperate when you've done some pretty awful, desperate things too.
Anyway. Burning the house. Yeah. Yeah. I need a cigarette. I'm so glad that this came out before you went back. I'm so pissed. And thank you, Lolo.
Well, as far as all of this, let me go back to that screenshot. Hold on. Here we go. This person says, I'm so glad that this came out before you went back. I'm so angry and heartbroken for you. I don't think it's just mere coincidence that this is coming out right when she's back in Canada. At some point, this Kuwait arc had to end. And knowing Shantal, it was not going to end in a peaceful way because she's all about the drama, right? She uses drama and shock and negativity to get attention and to make money. So, what better way to end this Kuwait arc than it's a huge breakup? Everything's shocking, blah, blah, blah. Like, it feels partially planned, I'm not going to lie. The convenience of it all. She comes back to Canada, all of a sudden this happens. I mean, Allah did say that it was like a year agreement between the two of them. And here's how they end the contract. Here's how it ends, I guess. That's okay. We will take the milk that you offer, Shantal. We'll take it. Anything's better than you going back to Kuwait and giving us 1,000 more mukbangs with that blue couch and those curtains, girl. We'll take it. We will. Something interesting. We're all about that life.
Only reason you admitted to it, you lying sack of shit, is because you were exposed. Oh my God.
But that's the same situation with you. You never admit to something until you were absolutely exposed and you cannot deny it. So I guess you guys have that in common. You will never admit to the truth unless something comes out publicly and then there's no denying it. We remember the absolute meltdown that you had when FFG got BBJ, and then all of the things that were wrong with BBJ were exposed in the paperwork. You lost your mind.
Fucking idiot. What's the plan now? Yeah, my cat's there.
Oh, you didn't care about her.
I don't know. I have to stay here. I'm not going back there ever. Unless you have any friends that want to, unless you have any real man friends, Salah, that you want me to marry.
Oh my God. Boy, she is just repeating a lot of the same things that she did with Natter. Are y'all hearing this? When she was with Natter, didn't she make comments about his family members? Talking about she wants to be with other men. I mean, Shantal, you need a new script. You pulled the old Natter script out of the closet, dusted it off, read it, scanned it, and said, I'm going to just use the same tactics with this arc, didn't you? Go ahead, do it, but we'll recognize it as soon as you do it.
Then how about that? Maybe I'll go back if you have like a real man.
So you're not okay with the man that you were focused on and addicted to focusing on another woman. Okay. So you want to be a pass around girl? You're going to look at the man that you're with and say, okay, you don't want me. Is there anybody else around you that wants me? Do you know how desperate that sounds? How pathetic? You want to be that pass around girl? If I'm not going to be with you, find someone else to give me to. Pass around girl. Thing is, nobody wants you. Nobody would want you. You're far too much baggage for anybody to unpack.
Sending you all my love and support. Thank you. I barely knew him. You're right. I did. You're right. I didn't. Because I didn't know he was into all this shit. Yeah, you're welcome for insulting you in front of people. You deserve it. Thank you for humiliating me in front of people with all of your weird sex shit. Thank you. A friend just messaged me that they saw the screenshots and you said some vile things. I hope it was.
What friend? What friend does she have that's telling her this stuff? I don't think she has any friends. Shantal is on Twitter. You know she's on Twitter with her little sock account. The screenshots are all over the place, and Twitter is on fire today because of it. Shoot, we should also just get some marshmallows and sticks and then put our marshmallows over the fire and have a roast. That's how on fire it is today. Oh, those screenshots got passed around quick. She's so mad about her pride. It's all about the pride right now. It's not about her heart. There is an empty hole in her chest where her heart should be. Not about the heart today, not about the broken heart. It's about her pride.
It was worth it, K Bella. What are you looking for? 2 minutes of clout? You think people are just gonna like make you internet famous off of this? You're a fucking delusional moron whore. Go get a life.
I wonder if me and the subscribers on my channel manifesting the Empress and me saying, Empress, come through, if that made that happen. She finally showed up at the party, didn't she? With champagne, wearing her high heels and her sequin dress, saying, I'm here, y'all, I'm here. And you're welcome to come here. You're welcome to come in and drop this tea. We needed some fresh tea because the tea that Shantal was providing was just getting old. It was just water at this point. Look, I got no good thoughts about K Bella being an ex-beezer. You support Shantal. It's like, hey, I'm looking at you sideways, but thank you for the tea.
Yeah, really. I don't believe it's the first time either. I'm not stupid. I don't care if it was only once anyway. If it's once or 1,000, it might as well be the same for me. I really don't care. I feel the same if you tell me 1,000 right now because I don't know him. So I don't know him. I never saw this side of him ever. Like I don't know what the fuck. You know? You saw them, Golden Girl? Holy shit, Salah, where's your brain? Up his fucking hairy ass.
But remember, Chantal, you said it yourself. If a married man is in another country, he can do as he pleases. Wasn't that the justification you told us when you were with a married man? So he's married to you, but you're in Canada, so I guess what he's doing is okay, right? Because you felt free to do it to somebody else. Why can't it be done to you? Rules for you, but not for somebody else? Is that how it goes?
Like rape stuff? Like, I don't even know this guy.
You know, Chantal, your first clue that you were not his dream woman was when he looked at you on live and said in front of everybody, you have to lose 200 pounds. Translation, you are too big for my liking. I am not into your body type. You're far too heavy. That should have been your first clue. There are some men that are into big women. Apparently, that wasn't his thing. But that was a clue for you. You just didn't want to pick up on it. You wanted to live in your fantasy world of this younger man, this somewhat attractive man, is completely into me. He never was. He was into what you could do for him and what you could give him, and you gave. But you were okay with that as long as you got fake love, as long as you got companionship and you had a co pilot for your live streams and for your videos. So, whatever agreement the two of you had between each other about all he had to do is just show up and be there and act like the husband, he played his role. And now that part of the arc is over, thank God. I'm so happy it's over. I'm just like, yes, girl, yes. No more boring stuff. No more boring stuff. And even if you go back to him, even if you start talking to him again, there's no going back from this. Because there's more than just cheating we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who's got very dark fantasies, talking about all kinds of dark stuff. The internet is forever. Pepperidge Farm remembers, and we don't forget anything. And the screenshots and the video clips are there forever, and they're never going away. So if you start talking to Salah again, because you can't let go, people are always going to bring that stuff up. Just know that.
And to do it with someone on the internet, like, are you fucking retarded? I even said to him at one point, I was like, well, I don't have to worry about you cheating on me with anyone, like talking to any girls, because you wouldn't.
You thought you were so smart. You thought by not bringing Salah over to Canada because he was over in Kuwait that his options were limited, that he couldn't possibly cheat. He couldn't possibly be with a woman because he was in another country. You didn't want to bring him to Canada and get him around any women in Canada. You wanted to lessen the threat by keeping him over there. Well, I guess that didn't work. That did not work. You can't put somebody in a box and think they're going to stay there forever. Your way of thinking is, if I put them in a box, then that means I can trust them. I can love them as long as they stay in the box and they do what they're told. Make them a prisoner of my love. Well, guess what? Prisoners, on occasion, when they got the will and the determination, they escape from their prison cell. Looks like he did. He's free. So, question. Are you going to move forward alone? Or are you going to be a clingy female and cling on to him or Natter, or both? You might be clinging on to both. Because like I said, nobody escapes Shantal. Once you are her man, you're forever her man. And if you try to go, she's going to punish you. So we will see in the coming days which way that's going to swing.
Wouldn't be that dumb. Oh, I admodded him. Kayla, was Unicity a scam? No, it's not a scam, actually. Like, it's not a scam. I wouldn't scam people. Was this K-Bella is real or not? I know. Black Cillian, they think they're hurting me, but in the long run, I always move on. And they're the ones left in the dust.
I think Salah got the better part of the deal. That if this whole thing had not happened, what was he going to look forward to? Shantal flying back to Kuwait, sitting on the floor, the blue couch, with the curtains, eating 1,000 more mukbangs, possibly getting bedbound, possibly ending up in the hospital and being an even bigger concern and a bigger problem. I'm sure he didn't want that. Like, she's a problem in Canada, but she would have been a bigger problem in Kuwait. Having to deal with a 535-pound plus, unhealthy, emotionally unstable female, a controlling female, Like, once she's in your house, how do you get her out? Well, she's in Canada. Talking to another woman, that's a way to keep her out. So, on that front, Salah, you dodged a bullet because it could have been a lot worse.
Look at messy poo. How far did your clout get you? Anyway, whatever, I'm done. I'll get over it. Fuck. Like, yeah, whatever. You're just another big gulp. No, seriously. I mean, what, like, I'm not going to ruin my fucking life. I don't know. I have to stay here. No, he didn't. Flo. It's not in my name, and the car's not in my name. So it's not, he didn't get a car. He has to pay for it. You've been through worse. You know what you need to do. Thanks, Ghostface. He said he loved her. Oh, nice. You're such a piece of shit. Honestly, you're such a piece of shit. You know what? Learn from this. When people tell you, are very insistent right from the get-go, they're not cheaters, because Natchard was like that too. I'm not cheater me. I'm not cheater me. Yeah, you are cheater you fucking Nosferatu. And don't ever talk about me again either, because I can rake you through the fucking coals. Trust me. You are.
Oh, is that a lead-in? Is this like a prelude to her and Natter going back and forth again? It sounds like it. It really sounds like it.
A piece of shit, and you know it. And now you are too. I'll add you to my piece of shit man list. You know who wasn't a piece of shit? BB. Never cheated on me. He was so loyal.
Yeah, and you effed that up. You absolutely effed that up. And I did notice that after BB, who was a good man, hardworking man, decent guy, great fella, BB was independent. And because he was independent and making his own money and not depending on Shantal, he had the power and the independence to say, hit the road, Jack. Or in her case, hit the road, Jill. Bye. After BB, have y'all noticed that every man that she hooked up with and she put her claws in, she made absolutely codependent on her financially. She never picked a guy that was financially stable and independent, always looking around for desperate guys that were in need of money. And she had money, and she exploited the fact that she had the money and they needed the money and they could depend on her. She did that for her own gains. She wanted companionship and she bought her companions. But I think BB was the last one that, good guy, he worked, didn't need her money. She couldn't control him. So maybe after BB, she thought, I want a man that will not escape me, that won't run away. What better way to ensure that than to control the finances? She's a control freak that does not like the possibility of a man having a choice. She wants to take that choice away, and by doing that, ensuring the fact that she's always got a companion.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, now it is all over. He's messaging me. I told you not to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you ever again.
She says that now, but she's going to get lonely. She's in Canada. Who else does she have to talk to? Pete? Natter? She'll talk to Salah. She will.
I can't forgive this ever.
You said the same thing about Natter. I can't forgive this. Yet you forgave him, and you kept going back and buying him stuff, spending time with him, sneaking off and thinking that nobody knew when we did know. Said the exact same thing about Natter. Oh, this is unforgivable. He hurt me so bad. Yet you kept going back over there. He hurt me so much, yet you kept going back over there, sneaking off to sleazy motels, getting caught going to said sleazy motels. We saw your images in the barbecue knob. We knew what was up. Yeah, for some reason you just couldn't say, yeah, I'm seeing Natter, so what?
Thanks, guys. Pete's, yeah, Pete's never cheated. He's like literally the only person I know with values and that he sticks to. And I like hung out with him, and I would have to keep my friendship with him secret. Oh yeah, I was talking to Pete this whole time, and I hung out with him yesterday, so fuck you. I'm not going to get rid of my friend for you.
Well, you might as well, because he was never your friend. He was just a guy that you used and basically abused. Hung him out to dry. As soon as you'd find another guy, you were off. And Pete's, he's an idiot too, because he just doesn't seem to learn. Like, you're an awful person, and a friend in need is a friend indeed. So you're alone and you don't have anybody. You might cling on to him for a little while, but the next guy that walks by that's young, that's to your liking, you're going to abandon Pete's again. The best thing for him to do is to stay away from you, but he's just not that smart. Plus, he's so die-hard loyal to you that he'll put up with all your nonsense. He's a glutton for punishment. And maybe for him, you are a life lesson that he needs to learn. Just as Nader and Salah are life lessons you need to learn. Sometimes the people we meet are not supposed to be life partners. They are lessons wrapped in sandpaper. You get that gift once, you don't want it again. But the problem is neither one of you learn. But right now you need Pete's. But when you find the next guy, and there's going to be a next guy, because you don't know how to be by yourself, you don't want to be by yourself at all, you'll abandon him again. And he won't hear from you for months. Until one day he grows up and realizes, I don't need this woman. What am I hanging out with her for? And then he moves on, and there you'll be all by yourself. And then maybe you might respect him. Maybe you might value him as a person. Maybe. Doubt it, though.
And I saw him when I got here. But I didn't do anything sexual. He's not modding the chat. He's not a mod. So now you're free. I know, Mike. I want my cat. Does anyone want to pay for her to come here? It's like $5,000. Anyway. Because now I have to get my own place. For sure. We won't be helping each other financially anymore, so I'm on my own. Go give him a great big hug and go apartment shopping. Yeah, if Pete and I split, that's the thing. Like one bedroom is like $1,400 some places, but you can get like a 2-bedroom for $1,400. That would be $700 each. But we enable each other's bad habits.
Yeah, well, so what's the difference between you being with Pete and you guys both being codependent on each other and backing each other's bad habits, which is bad? What is the real difference between you living with Pete and being with Salah? Because all the Salah was just a money drain and an enabler. So either way you go, you were surrounded by enablers. But Pete is in a room in somebody's house. Why not just leave him alone? Go get your own place, live on your own, figure that out. Leave Pete alone. You don't need to live with a man and be with a man. You can just be by your doggone self. It would be healthy.
But he's the only person I trust with my fucking life. And I was like a shitty friend to him.
Yeah, you were.
Because I had to keep him secret. And even that he understood. He's like, that, well, he's always, that's his reaction, everything. I mean, you don't want to disrespect your husband. I get it. I'll ask you, your Piggy uploaded all the messages. No. Oh my God, I don't want to see that.
I love the fact that we were all annoyed with her fake crying. Now we're getting the real thing.
Oh,
Well, that was quick. To sit there and she'll cry and stop in like seconds. Kind of points to the fact that it might be fake.
I was going to auction this off. Someone painted this. No, I don't even have them anymore.
Well, that's your fault. They were yours. You could have taken care of them, and they would still be yours. But you chose to neglect them and let them go. And honestly, that was the best decision you ever made. Honestly. BBJ going to a good home, Sam going to a good home was the best thing. It was best for both of them. Because you're not even in a position where you can take care of yourself, Shantal. And until you figure that out, you don't need the responsibility of little ones running around that you have to take care of. Stop using animals as something to deflect and something to get attention. That's not what they're for. They are there to love. You need to figure out what real love is. Real love, not fake love. Not using your cats as a way to keep everybody in suspense, keep them coming to your channel because they are afraid for the welfare of the cats. Pets are precious things. Those of us that have pets know that. And we do everything in the world to care for our pets. We do anything for our pets. You're far too selfish. You don't need another pet. You had BBJ, Sam, Harry the hamster, and Julia. You didn't take care of any of them. So don't even entertain the thought of getting another pet until you get yourself together.
I gave my cats away for you to move.
Yeah, and you know what that just sounded like? She was almost on the verge of saying, "Look at everything I've done for you. Look at everything I've sacrificed for you." You made that call. You did that. You didn't have to do that, but you did it because you were desperate for that man's attention. But it worked out the best in the end because the best possible outcome for BBJ and Sam happened. They were yours. You decided that they weren't as important as some stranger in another country. That two pets that you had for years didn't matter as much as getting next to a guy. So you made your decision, didn't you? Yeah. And now you got to live with it.
Yeah. Someone painted it. Sam looks more real than BBJ. Pete says Major. Yeah, he's a really good person. I know he's a little bit odd, but he'll tell you that he is. I am too. Yeah, I'm getting a divorce. He complained that all of his money went to pay for your ticket.
Ooh, is that true? All of his money went for paying for your ticket. Wait a minute. Stop. Stop. What does he mean? All of his money went for paying for her ticket. He was getting money from Shantal. Her money was paying for her ticket. No? Where would he get the money to pay for two plane tickets? For two plane seats? Claiming that he has his own money. That's a joke.
What? Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. like I don't know you. He is a true friend. Go to Pete's if you need to talk. Thanks, yeah, you're right. He is.
I think Pete's having known Chantal for 17 years. I think he knew in the back of his mind that sooner or later this whole thing would implode, that it would be over. Because if anybody knows Chantal besides her family, it would be him. I think he knew, and I think he was waiting to see when it would be over. But still, for now, it is over. It doesn't mean that Chantal will live with Pete and support Pete. Because remember, when they moved into the villa, it was because he had money and a job and good credit. Now his credit is shot. And she's still paying on a bankruptcy. How could they possibly move in together? She doesn't have the income that she used to be able to easily support a household and two people. But I could be wrong. It could happen. But I would think it'd be better for her to be on her own than drag Pete into her mess again.
Trying to do a GoFundMe. I can't do that.
What?
For Julia. Julia. I'll just try to save money once I get situated, because I can't have a cat now.
You shouldn't have a cat ever. Just take that right out of your head. You don't need another cat. You absolutely do not need another cat.
I don't have a place yet. Actually, I probably could.
Chantal, you're having trouble breathing. You're having trouble walking. You're having trouble doing a lot of things. Your health is bad. Don't get a pet. You don't have even the mobility to change a litter box. Don't get a pet. Don't do that.
Drive to Pete's. He made you leave Pete's while you get to cheat. He gets to cheat. He's obviously been cheating. This doesn't happen out of the blue. Anyways, I don't want to talk about him, because he was good to me. I mean, obviously not in secret, but, well, yeah. And I don't want to talk about our relationship, but I'm definitely outing. I mean, how are you going to say, oh, you're outing me? What the fuck? Like, somebody did a video with all the screenshots. You want me to lie? I'm not lying. No, that was always a problem with an actor too. He always wanted me to lie to cover his ass, and I fucking hated anytime I had to do it. But when it came to abuse, no, I'm not lying about that.
Yeah, you are. But keep going.
She has the voice mints. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, God. The only reason he came clean is because he's exposed. Thanks, Jenna. No, you don't love me. You'd never loved me if you do that. Like, what? Unless you're one of those deviants who can't control these weird fantasy urges. I don't care. Nope. I know me. I know this will be huge for him, but even if I didn't come now and say this, people already knew. That's why he's coming clean, Meep. That's the reason. Because he was outed by this person. I did, Kayla. The only person with a wrench. Oh, Rosemary's Baby too. No vanilla sex male laughs like that, girl. I'm not taking him back. Yeah, I'm okay, Squeaky. I mean, no, I'm not, but yeah. I'm not. I can't. I can't be with someone like that. There's no way. There's no way. No. So, no, Anna Loverly, what do you mean a way to forgive him? I'm not. What did I say? There's no way. There's no way I can. No, I can't live in Kuwait on my own.
It's really funny. Like she's sitting here smiling. She just allegedly got her heart broken, and her husband was exposed for the dirty messages. Why are you smiling? How could you have a smile on your face right now?
What's worse is he fell for this. What did he do in real life? Yeah. Once a cheater, yeah. Except in my case, I haven't cheated since. So at that time I did it. Why are you parking behind me? Go away. Oh no. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
So, is this like the official start of the I'm broken up with my husband, my heart is broken, feel sympathetic towards me, toss me your super chats arc? Kind of feels like it. Like her content was boring, so she's back to her old tricks. Let me use sympathy and tears and talking like a betrayed woman to get money out of people.
It's common in the Middle East. Oh, great. Uh,
This will also, hold on, this will also give her the perfect reason and excuse to come on camera and be blazed out of her head. She'll use that as a reason. Oh, you guys know what happened to me. I was betrayed. I'm heartbroken. And people will look at that and go, yeah, we get it. We've had our heart broken too. And excuse any and all bad behavior from Foodie. If she goes out and she has a bee moment or she's doing chemicals and she's high off her gourd, they'll go, yeah, we get it. We get it. She's creating a free pass for bad behavior right now.
I'm sorry. Every time I think about it, I get mad again. Like, okay, I'll just end with saying I fucking hate your guts. Big time hate you. You're a liar, cheater, a scumbag. Meep. Thanks, guys. Applebee's, what? Stop, guys. Time to bees. Thanks, guys. Oh, teardrop, thank you.
So somebody in the chat just asked the question. Dot says, didn't you cheat on Baby with Pete? Yeah, and in reverse as well. She cheated on Pete with BB, and then while she was with BB, she cheated on BB with Pete, and I think one other. So Chantal's just got a history of being very, very promiscuous. Just she can't be faithful, can't be monogamous. Always chasing the bad boys with the bad habits, and here we are, y'all.
I didn't even see what he said yet. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to. You're disgusting, nasty. Fake ass. You're such a fucking fake ass. Yeah. I don't have nashies. I don't want to eat. When I'm sad, I don't eat. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Pete's for president.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
I'm
Wanting
not
down.
taking off my hijab. I think maybe it's a sign from God that I'm not meant to be with the person. And sometimes we get signs like hurtful ones, you know?
And another thing, Chantal, just here's my point of view. Look, if Salah was talking sexy to another woman and shouldn't have been, that's on him. You know, as a husband, even an online husband, it's his responsibility and his duty as a husband to not talk that way with other women. No matter who they are, no matter where they're at, no matter what they look like, it's on him because he's the one in the relationship. If a woman comes to him and says, "Hey, I want to talk sexy with you," then what he should be saying is no. But you're going after this woman and saying she is a WHORE, she's scum, blah, blah, blah. But in a weird way, you should be thanking her. You know, yes, you spent a year with this man and spent a lot of money on him, but consider this a moment where the truth came to the light. And now you know. Instead of spending another year with this man, not knowing that he's got these fetishes, now you know. Now you can move on with your life and be independent as you should be. So, in a weird, roundabout, backwards way, this woman actually did you a favor by exposing this scumbag. Although I think you've known all along that he's a scumbag. You just turned your blind eyes to it, and now they're open. So, the ball's in your court.
You have to focus on you. Yeah. So people want to see you hurt so badly. I know. Well, here you go. I don't really care. If I cared, I would hide and not tell anybody about this. Like, so that they don't get the satisfaction. I'm not even thinking about anybody except myself right now. And I just have to process this. Please read the text that bears him. No, I don't want to because I mean I still have love for him. So
There it is. There it is. There's the line that I was talking about. She could go full throttle and take out a blowtorch and just torch all the bridges immediately. Anybody else who's been in a relationship, you find out that your significant other is cheating, it's a wrap. There's no discussion. There's no negotiation. It's done. But she's holding back and saying, I don't want to talk badly about him. I don't want to embarrass him. Why? Why not? All the things you did for him, and you're going to stop yourself from talking badly about him because you're keeping your toes on that line. What, just in case there might be something still there, some way to get back in? Kind of points in the direction you're not done with him. That in whatever weird way, you're going to try to hang on to him, even though there's really no reason to. This whole thing is over.
I don't feel right hurting him extra, you know.
What? When have you ever felt bad about hurting anybody? So this guy that you spent all this money on, you gave up all your stuff for, You flew to another country. You helped him with his channel. You gave him thousands of dollars. And he was talking sexy to some other chick. And you don't want to hurt him? What is wrong with you?
I'm just gonna keep living my life. If I do, I don't want another relationship. But I'm just gonna have fun. But I can't do that as a Muslim, can I? So I have to really think what I want to do with myself.
You can have fun as a Muslim woman, but are you talking about the fun that really you shouldn't be having? Having B moments, doing party favors, is that what you're talking about? It kind of sounds like that's what you're talking about. That as a Muslim woman, you cannot be high on camera. You can't be doing them party favors. You can't be drinking. So is that the fun that you are speaking about? Something tells me that hijab's coming off soon, y'all.
I don't enjoy dating anymore. I think just being alone is better. And have
You know why she doesn't date? Because dating would mean you meet up with a guy, you talk to him, you feel him out, you get to know the person that he is, and things go slowly. The emphasis is on getting to know the person. Chantal doesn't want to get to know anybody. She doesn't want to take her time and get to know that guy. Her point of view is I showed up and I put on my makeup and I did my hair, so I better get something out of this. You better give me some booty or you better marry me. I need to get something out of this deal to make it worth it for me. That's why she jumps on all these single sites and on Tinder looking for a man, looking for an immediate marriage or an immediate relationship. And she wonders why she has so many problems with men because you are practically getting involved with strangers. You don't care who they are. You don't care where they come from. You don't care what their background is. You don't care about their goals or passions or their personalities. All you care about it's a man. I got to have a man. Where's the next man? Where's he at? This is why you got to get to know people. If you want someone of quality, if you want something long lasting, you got to be patient. You got to do your homework and your research and know that person inside and out. Got to know their bad moments, their good moments, their ugly moments. You got to know it all before you jump into the deep side of the pool. You got to go in the shallow end first and walk out slowly, but not you. You cannonball straight into a relationship. And eventually the pool dries up and there you are saying, why is the water gone? Stupid.
having Pete as a friend, and I have you guys to talk to. Thanks, Daphne. Sanella, I got cheated on.
Can't really get cheated on if it was fake love. I'm just saying. Are you done?
No, Living Laura. I never saw this side of him, this nasty side. It was totally fucking hidden.
Well, that's because he was never sexual with you. You guys didn't have a sexual relationship and you claim to be husband and wife. If, if there was no sexual relationship, there was no real marriage. How could you be married to somebody and not have a sexual relationship and not share fantasies? What kind of a marriage is that? If that's not going on, that just means the two of you are business partners, friends, but there's no intimacy. And if he wasn't intimate with you, that means he's going to be intimate with other people. You had to expect that, Shantal. So he didn't share that side of himself with you? No? He went to other people for it then. Moving along.
And because it's the only place I can customize right now, like soy milk and sugar-free vanilla. Yeah. No, Julia wasn't a street cat. We got her out of it was like somebody Salah knew, another Syrian guy.
Okay, you know what? She's just winding down talking about nonsense. So we'll just end it here. How about that? We're almost at 2 hours anyway. I think that's enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I got a sneaking suspicion that Fraudy is going to be going live tonight. I'm just thinking that. She's going to be going live somewhere. Well, we'll see. I'll keep an eye out. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, please take care and take care of yourselves. Bye.